Hello and welcome to day 23, the second to the last day on our journey to reading the book of Luke. I really hope this journey has been productive for you, and I congratulate everyone who has followed us from day 1 to now. Thank you. I do not take this privilege of you following me, reading with me for granted at all. And I hope you should, and I think you should be proud of yourself as well. So Luke chapter 23 is a continuation from Luke chapter 22 of Jesus' arrest and the Pharisees and the religious leaders trying to find something against him, find reasons for them to kill him. They brought him before Pilate. Pilate declared he had no reasons to kill him. Even Herod had no particular reason why he should kill him. So at the end of the day, like I said, Jesus Christ was killed for no reason other than what they call blasphemy. And what was the blasphemy? They said because he referred to himself as God. So that was why Jesus was killed. So this is what we see in the book of Luke chapter 23. We see Pilate eventually heeding to their command by giving them Jesus to be killed. And in replacement for Jesus, a man called Barabbas was released. So the people chose Barabbas instead of Jesus. Quite interesting that even in a literal sense, Jesus Christ took the place of the man called Barabbas on the cross. In a literal sense, that's even sacrificial enough. In a literal sense, that is enough to portray his love. It's enough to portray even the wickedness of man, But yet, on the cross, the Bible says, he lifted up his voice and said in verse 34, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do." We see the wickedness of man portrayed even in the arrest and the eventual killing of Jesus Christ. And we see the love of God displayed as well. That all along he had reasons to defend himself. Like I said, if you read the other Gospels, you'll find that Pilate, John specifically, Pilate was asking Jesus to just speak, deny the allegations, so he may release him. But Jesus would not speak, which was also in fulfillment of prophecy of Isaiah, that like a sheep before his shearers is dumb, he opened not his mouth. And so Jesus did not deny any of the allegations. The only time Jesus spoke was as a matter of fact, again, if you read, Luke did not give as much detailed account as the book of John and some of the other Gospels. You would see that the only time Jesus spoke to Pilate, it was to confirm specifically and without mincing word that he was the Messiah and he was God. At some point, the Bible lets us know that Pilate told him, "I'm the only one who can save you." And Jesus told him, "No, you only have this opportunity because it has been given to you. If I want to now, I can ask my Father to send legions of angels." You see? So he did not speak because it was all part of prophecy. All his existence was coming down to that point, and he was not going to take the easiest way out. But that's what we see in the book of Luke chapter 23. Jesus is killed, and then we also see the popular story of the two thieves. One of them did not clearly understand who was crucified with him. while the other person did. And then we see that Jesus Christ was buried and he was laid in a tomb. And again, this is a fulfillment of prophecy, because in the Psalms, David prophesied that his body was laid among kings. So, in other words, at the time, it was only the rich people that had the privilege of being buried in tombs. People who were not rich, people who were poor, especially when they die by hanging, by crucifixion like this, what the soldiers would do was they would come later on and break their legs, and then eventually their bodies will fall, and dogs will lick that on the streets of Jerusalem. But a man called Joseph of Arimathea, who we understand from, I think, the account according to Matthew and John, came and pleaded for the body of Jesus and laid him in a tomb which he bought, which was also a fulfillment of prophecy. You see what? The life of Jesus from his inception, from his conception, right until his death, and right until his ascension were fulfillment of prophecy, and lots of prophecy. Even the way he was buried was prophesied about. So, in the actual sense, we have more proof to show that Jesus is the Messiah, that Jesus was God. More proof to show that he existed at some point or the other, and all he claimed to be, and all that scriptures claimed him to be, he was. That's what we see in the book of Luke chapter 23. Read Luke chapter 23, and tomorrow we are going to read Luke chapter 24, and that's a very wonderful way to close. Thank you, and see you tomorrow. Bye.